It says this stream is live. The stream should be available YouTube and Rumble. I hope we have decent video and audio quality. So I'm checking, but if it's live on Rumble, it hasn't gone live for me. So I'll try take a look over at YouTube, see what's happening over on ScrewTube. It says it's live on Rumble. All right, YouTube's working. All right, hey YouTubers and you Rumblers. The way this works is live chat. The comments put in the live chat from YouTube are going to show up over on Rumble. Live chat comments on Rumble are going to show up over on YouTube. Looks like the video quality is not the best, but that's all right because I don't really have anything to show and I'm not too much to look at. So audio is good. Audio is good. So the title of the video, the gag is void. What gag? The self-imposed gag that I had. Yeah, the self-imposed gag that I had. Performed on myself. You see, for well over 2 years, I've been trying to get dental service from a professional dentist. And it seems like the entire system worked against me for years. And I was in desperate need of a dentist. And so I'm going to be talking about that experience. I have pretty much been silent since March. In March, or maybe it was towards the end of February, it was probably towards the end of February or middle February, somewhere in that time frame, I had scheduled a dentist appointment. And that appointment never happened. So from that point forward, I pretty much went silent on the issue because I certainly wasn't done. And so I've had 3 dental appointments. I had an examination, which I'm going to talk about in some detail, and the experience with the dentist. And then the experience with that dentist office, the struggle to get the service appointments. And so that's a story in itself. That was not fluid and easy. It wasn't without stress. And so I have stressed over this daily for years and suffered daily for years, physically and mentally, over the poor oral health condition that I was suffering with. and the knowledge of how damaging it is. And so that had me fighting, fighting for my mental health, fighting for my physical health, and fighting for the damn service. Um, and so I I'm not really going to go into it now, um, but it's going to be soon. Um, the 31st. Today's the 2nd. So uh, just a little over 48 hours ago, I got that dead tooth extracted. That tooth has been dead for the better part of 3 years. For the better part of 3 years, I've been trying to have that tooth removed because it's not only the 2 to 6 miles of tubal where bacteria and or fungus can sit 5 side by side and morph into extremely toxic, lethal bacteria and really nasty fungus. Um, and I'll tell you this: when that tooth came out, the stink. Ooh, that smell! Can't you smell that smell? Oh God, did it stink? It was uh, stinky. Um, and so there was quite an infection there, and my study taught me that when a tooth is extracted, bacteria is measurable in the bloodstream within 5 to 10 seconds. Uh, and so I have been feeling that, and so I've needed to have good rest and take care, um, and which I have done. So I'm feeling much better now. Um, not suffering with the headaches. I'm gonna take a look at the chat. Hey, sea whale's here. Hey, sea whale. Says all you got to do is gargle with the tree oil, a few drops, and water a few times a day. Well, thank you. Skymate says, evening, brother. So, the so all right, I'll talk about that part of it. The the interesting thing is when I left the oral surgeon's office, not one piece of paperwork from the oral surgeon's office. Nothing. Nothing. Now, he they wanted to write a prescription, and I told him I won't fill it, so don't bother. And they didn't. But no piece of paper, nothing. Typically, you leave a surgeon's office, you get instructions, you get some type of a copy of the invoicing that tells what the billing, what they billed for. Nada, zip zero, nada. Um, and now, one thing that I did was I took a syringe of cannabis oil, took a syringe of cannabis oil with me. And my intention was to get that in there as soon as possible. And if I had it my way, it would have happened before the stitches. It would have happened before the stitches. And he, um, now I asked for the stitches. If you're going to get a tooth yanked, you should get it stitched, in my opinion, um, because they got dissolving stitches. You don't have to go back, and it'll prevent a dry socket. And I suck, right? I suck a lot, and um, that was another thing they told me. Though they gave me some verbal instructions: don't chew on that side, and don't smoke. Well, about the first thing I did when I got out of there was light up a cigarette. It's pretty tough to do when you're all numbed up like that. But um, at any rate, yeah, I got to exercise my lungs. And so I suck a lot and I don't want a dry socket. And I asked for the stitches. Now, at that point in time, he showed me a syringe, a big long syringe with uh, not a needle, but a plastic extension, thin, about an inch long. And he said, I plan to put this in there to help with the clotting. And that's when I pulled out my syringe and I said, well, I'll pass on that. I brought this along. And so the um, the time came, uh, all stitched up, and they're ready to put the piece of gauze in my mouth. Or maybe they handed it to me for me to put in my mouth. I think that's how it went. I don't think I think they handed it to me. I don't think I stopped them from putting it in my mouth. At that point, I put a great big old wad on the of cannabis oil on that on that on that gauze, and then I, I asked the oral surgeon. I said, "Will you please place this properly?" So I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about my experience with that oral surgeon. I'm going to talk about the things that we talked about. I'm going to talk about the discussions I had with the dentist office, and the fuckery of the British Dental Association, otherwise known as the ADA, the American Dental Association, but it's not, because it's British operated. It was formed, it was created by the British. It is run by the British. It is operated by the British. And it is policies and procedures to fuck you up, to make you sick, to suck your money, to keep you miserable. And the indoctrination with these people is over the top. Um, their moral compass has got some failures, and so I'm going to talk about this in detail. And so I've been thinking about it, and I, I think I'm going to make a few notes before I come on to do the talk, because if I don't, I might forget to talk about something, and there's a lot to talk about. Typically, I don't. I'm not. I'm never scripted, and typically, I don't have notes. From time to time, I do. So, at any rate, I got the cannabis oil on there straight away, um, and then it was about a hour drive back, And that's when I got the Never Clear. Never. Never. Never Clear. Not Everclear. Never Clear. That's Everclear cannabis extraction. So very strong alcohol content. Medicinal purposes. Medicinal purposes. And not medical, YouTube. I don't talk medical. Okay, YouTube? Are we clear on that, YouTube? I ain't giving no medical advice. I do not give medical advice. I would never, ever give medical advice. But I will talk about natural medicine and healing and health. Okay, YouTube? Are we clear on that, YouTube? I don't need no fuckery from you. I really hesitate to do anything on YouTube. Have to be so much more careful. On Telegram, I don't worry about a thing. I speak my mind clear. On Rumble, I speak my mind pretty clear. Telegram, I'm the most comfortable. Rumble's the next best. ScrewTube is what it is. So yeah, the gag is off, and my pretty much my 3-year endeavor to get some health care from the dental industry is complete for the time being. And so there's more, so much more to talk about, but I'm not going to do that now. But before I go, I want to talk for a minute about the sky events that happen here. There's a couple of handfuls of you that, by the numbers count, catch most of the videos, and these are what do I want to say? For the most part, they're yawners. It's a bird in the sky. It's a helicopter in the sky. They're yawners until you look at the big picture and you comprehend when this started, why it started. That's birds. It's a migration of birds. And I question whether a good portion of them aren't mechanical. That's another thing about the sky events. So now in recent weeks and months, some of these birds have gotten close enough that we can make out the brand. We got jets and helicopters with unidentifiable brands. And so I'm still jonesing for the ability to share screen. Because if I could share screen, I could share the pictures with you, and I could talk about these birds. I could play portions of videos and talk about that sky event. So yesterday, every day is different. Every day for over 2 years now, every day is different. No 2 days are the same with regards to these sky events. And um, yesterday, I put up one video. I put up one video of sky events. It was a black helicopter. Black. If I remember right, it came in from the north, right down the helicopter landing zone area, and then right over my head. And birds are making a racket. Um, and I got some pretty good shots of it. You could probably screenshot and then expand, go into editing and expand the picture and get a better look at the helicopter that way. But the two very unusual things about yesterday is that was about it for the air traffic. There was a couple of times there was a little bit of jet thunder, but it was short and nothing visible. And only a couple of prop planes for the whole day. That was it. Um, so that black helicopter coming in the where I get the long view. I get the long view north to south. I get the short view east to west because I'm in a valley and there's mature trees on either side. So that direction, this direction, my view in the sky is short. To the north is my longest view. The south is the next best. So that bird came in from the north. I got good video on him. It's obviously a black helicopter. Um, now, something else interesting about that. About that day. About that day. Chief, Rusty, affectionately, colon, Russell -J colon Gould, uh, put out a video and he talked about how he's not going to let the FBI raid him anymore. And I think boom, BOOM was a prominent word in the visual. Um, and so this is something I'm going to talk about too. You get so many people trying to figure out what's going on, and I think the best of the best of them are lost in the fiction fuckery. And so um, I've been for a couple of years. I've been studying critical thinking, and so a few things are starting to click a little bit more, click and fit into space, eliminating gaps. Um, I think that's a good way to describe it. As the pieces of the puzzle go together, um, it seems like there's gaps or maybe even missing pieces. But I'm gonna call it gaps. Is putting the pieces together. There's so many gaps, and for me, I have a leaning, I have a feeling of knowledge that is for me is closing some of these gaps. So I'm going to do what I can to explain it, and then you decide if it resonates with you. So um, I say I'm done believing, and I am. I am so done with believing. Either I know or I don't know. So I say, don't believe me. And I've said that, I think, for years. Don't believe me. Do your own research and you decide. Um, and then you got, you still got this talk. Trust the plan. Trust the plan. Trust the plan. Trust the plan. What fucking plan? Has anybody told you what the plan is? Oh, but you're supposed to trust the plan. And what, you're going to believe that? You see, that's manipulation. That's mind control. That to me is, it's fucked up. It's infantile. It's infantile. That's not adult. That's infantile. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Fuck you. Everything's been a motherfucking lie. Hey, bunny rabbit, little baby bunny rabbit. Even though I talking loud, and bunny rabbit come right on over. Um, he's a cute little one. If the video was better, I'd turn the camera around and show you. But so trust should be earned. I'll take a look at the live chat before I close off. See if there's any comments I should respond to. Um, trust should be earned. It should never be. It should never be easy. And and trust should be certainly not cast in stone, because uh, your trust with a man, yeah, male or female, young or old, um, can be compromised at a later point in time. That trust can be used for manipulation and control. So trust has to always be kept in check and countable. And so that's my thinking on that. That's my leaning on that. Trust needs to be earned. That bunny rabbit is so cute and so little. So at any rate, I hope to be able to bring some at least some interesting information forward. If not, wow, there's a lot of comments here. Um, let's see. So Skymate says get some HEPA tic titka extract. I don't know what that is. And well, I don't get out, bro. I don't get out. I'm lucky to get out once a month, and then it's quick to get back because um, I can't. this is well, this is my prison, and I need to keep it safe. I need to keep myself safe. So, and orders, they don't come. Order shit. Uh, Often it's not delivered, and delivered is opportunity for fuckery. So, um, I don't think I have a problem. I declined the antibiotics because I wasn't concerned about it. I knew I had a massive infection in there. I could feel it every time I shaved, but um, I couldn't do nothing about it till that tooth got out of there. And that infection, the dentist showed me the infection was eating away at the bone. It was eating away at the bone, and so the bacteria in the blood is what the body needs to clean out. Uh, the medicine on the source, the cannabinoids, the oil is deep penetrating, like castor oil, deep, deep penetrating. One of the deepest penetrating oils there is, and it's full of the cannabinoids. And then the never clear um, alcohol for medicinal purposes kills bacteria, and then all the benefits of the cannabinoids, the antibiotics, and all the healing qualities. And the of course they give you no painkillers, but I didn't feel like I needed them. Not for the extraction, but the headaches that came after. Um, I suffered some pretty good headaches, and I found that I like a very hot shower, a steamy shower. I like saunas. I like hot tubs. I like it hot. Um, so for me, a good steaming hot shower with the water on my head, turning the head like this, getting like a little bit of a massage from the shower head, and then some massage from my hands, and to get that blood flowing, get that circulation going, get that bacteria cleaned out. So, um, as far as this area here, to me, it feels good. It feels like it's a good healing going on. It's if I push on it, I'll feel pain, but otherwise, I'm not in any pain, and I don't. It doesn't feel like there's an infection there that is festering and oozing and inflaming, because I think I got that taken care of. So at any rate, what else here? Liquid Trameal is also good for any pain and inflammation. Works wonders. That never clear is very, very good for oral pain relief. However, um, that bunny rabbit's still sitting there eating grass. He is a cute little one. Um, that never clear it has a very good numbing. However, like any mouth wash, like a Listerine or Colgate or whatever, uh, that alcohol burns. Remember they advertised feel the burn. Well, when do you when does when does alcohol burn? When does alcohol burn? When you put it on an open wound. That's when it burns. And one thing about that I can say about the Never Clear is on a if you use that regular, day one, the pain is almost unbearable. Like I don't know if I can hold this in. I got so it hurts so much I want to spit it out, kind of painful. And then it doesn't get any worse than that. What it does is it gets better. By the end of the first week, it's noticeably less painful. What does that mean? That means less sores in the mouth as far as I can logically, critically contemplate the situation. After about 2 weeks, it's the 80% reduction in pain. Um, Stop using it for a period of time, weeks or months, and it's like starting all over again. It's like day one. And so after the pain, you get the numbing. It's kind of like when you get the injection. They put the needle in, that can hurt. But then the Novocaine or whatever anesthetic they're using takes over and the pain is gone. Same kind of thing. So I feel I don't need anything other than what I have, the cannabis oil and the Never Clear. But I appreciate the let's see, hepa, hepatic nobilis, also known as liver leaf or liverwort, in a tincture. Cheyenne NM says hello, Cheyenne. Um, when Sea Whale says, when the 15 hertz blood zapper cured my cancer, it was entertainment, not medical. I love it. Um, is Elvis a fallen being? I don't know. So, at any rate, I got a text message here that says those damn cigarettes will do it every time. So here's an interesting tidbit. Um, I was listening to one of these medical people explaining how a Novocaine injection has the toxicity of 200,000 cigarettes. Now they gave me 2 Novocaine injections. First, they used this topical to numb up the area here in the front, and that's where the um, first cartridge went. Then after that numbed up, then they went in from the inside, which is probably more sensitive, and numb that up. So, uh, the best of my knowledge, I received the toxicity somewhere between 200 and 400,000 cigarettes. And I've been smoking 50 years and like a chimney. I got better lungs than a lot of these teenagers. Um, I got No signs of any oral cancer. So I'm not worried about the cigarettes at this point. Um, in fact, there's a lot of people buying nicotine patches, nicotine gum, um, for the health benefits. For the health benefits. I just suck. And no dry socket. I can say I have not had one dry socket for all my extractions and all the sucking that I do. So I think I'm going to go ahead and close it out here. I wish you all the best. Good oral health, good overall health. Much love. And I'll be back maybe tomorrow. And the title of the video could be something like The Dentist, the Oral Surgeon, and the ADA. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I have the option to change my mind, don't I? I do. So if you're interested, stay tuned. I'll also be talking about what I see going on in the world, and 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 how and why I see it that way, and how it relates to the sky events that are happening over here. So, all right, until then, much love.